You've heard the phrase, nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. Well, our first story takes us to such a place on the Upper Cumberland Plateau. That's where two adventurous women revived a landmark building in the town of Huntsville. No big deal, except this building happens to be a supposedly haunted jailhouse. It was built in 1904, and for more than a century it housed some of the worst inmates in Scott County. Some people swear their spirits still reside here. Today, the Scott County Jail is a museum, one that attracts curious visitors to this remote East Tennessee community.
We've had numerous people come in and say they're on a jail tour or a historic jail tour, and so we really welcome those individuals because this jail is unlike any that you've seen. It is literally a castle here in the middle of Scott County. The day tours allows you to really experience the history. The after dark tours allows you to experience the paranormal. And we can honestly say that this is a very haunted building. We were just ranked as one of the top 10 haunted locations in Tennessee. And we think that the spirits here just love to tell their stories.
Christy Sumner and close friend Miranda Young have shared a passion for history and paranormal research. So in 2021, they made a deal with the local mayor to unlock the jail in the name of tourism.
Because what can go wrong with opening a museum in the middle of a pandemic?
Undeterred, they were soon busy gathering artifacts that reflected the uncanny history of this building.
We've had a lot of donors donate different items, put things on loan. So anywhere from detectives, former inmates have given us items.
Several of the weapons were made here, several of the shanks. The others came from Brushy Mountain Prison as well as Morgan County Correctional Facility.
So they could make a weapon out of just about anything then?
Absolutely, everything from toothbrushes to spoons to pieces of glass. You know, one of my favorites that's in there is the plaster balls.
Miranda had a successful marketing and graphic arts career in Chattanooga before coming back to help revive this hometown landmark.
You know, I've always been interested in history and buildings, and so I can remember looking over and really wondering what it looked like on the inside, and honestly wondering if there was any paranormal activity over here from a very young age. So these are the original jail keys, and they all have these really cool notches that's on the top of them. The notches here, they correspond with the notches in each of our cell doors, and the jailer was able to fill the keys and unlock the door without having to take the eye off his inmate.
There was 4 of us trying to get out.
The prisoner cells are all upstairs, with the second floor reserved for the trustees.
So trustees were inmates who were essentially trusted to do things. So pick up road trash, work on deputies' cars, different construction projects. So they had a little bit more leeway than those that were up on the maximum security level. Those more violent offenders would be housed up in the maximum security levels. So murderers, rapists, violent criminals, those that were either awaiting their day in court or awaiting to be moved to a maximum security facility like Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary or Morgan State Correctional Facility. There are several design mechanisms that are implemented to ensure the jailer's safety. So for example, each of these doors actually swing this way, and they're stopped by the table, and that ensures that the jailer has enough time to get back to the main door without the inmates rushing them. Now this cell would have been the women's cell, so you can see it's segregated from the men's cell block. A design originally to hold 4 inmates, not uncommon to have 10 or 12 ladies in here. Summer you're hot, the winter you're cold, bugs, snakes, bats, rats, you know, this is not a place you wanted to be.
This was a popular room in the old days, the drunk tank. Believe it or not, all drunk tanks in the country were painted drunk tank pink. It was supposed to calm the prisoner down. And trust me, I'm sober as a judge. So what about all that supernatural activity? While it's attracted numerous paranormal researchers, Miranda and Christy say it's just part of an average day or night in the jailhouse.
It is very routine for us to be sitting here and you'll hear somebody walking upstairs or you'll hear whistling. After dark, when Miranda and I just want to kind of sit upstairs and see if we can talk to some of our spirits, we'll actually hear men's voices when she and I are the only 2 people in the building.
I was locking up and I ended up hearing somebody humming on the stairs. It was just this deep, rich male hum. I wasn't sure what I was hearing until all of a sudden it cleared its throat. And I reached out to my business partner and I said, hey, could you check the security camera footage? When she checked the footage, we didn't catch the hum, but we did catch two voices. One said, there she is, and the other said, not so loud next time.
Well, if you should travel here, there's no guarantee of any ghostly encounters, but you're likely to enjoy a hauntingly entertaining visit. You'll meet Sally, the celebrated jailhouse mascot, and you'll vicariously discover what it was like to spend some involuntary time in this landmark jail.
We've had several former inmates who spent time in here just come in and want to take a day tour and really reminisce about what they did here or the time they spent here. And we're really excited to have them.
Hey, how'd you like the story? We'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you enjoyed it, we have a lot more where that came from. Here's one you might like. And please click here to subscribe so you'll know when we premiere new videos. Thanks for watching.